Ira Trivedi and welcome to another episode of Yoga Ira. Today we have a very special segment here at Delhi Rock, and with me is Dr. Kiran Lohia, who is one of Delhi's best dermatologists, and she is going to tell us all about the problems that she sees, the most common problems in her patients, and I'm going to give you yoga tips on how to solve these problems. So you have an absolute beauty solution inside and out. One of the biggest barriers to beautiful skin can be stress. And Dr. Kiran, will you please explain to us how stress really affects our skin?
Things like acne, things like psoriasis, eczema, all of these things actually get triggered worse by stress. So what happens is when you have a lot of stress, your cortisol levels, which is a stress hormone, goes up. When that goes up, that triggers a cascade of other hormonal problems.
Is that yoga can actually help fix this. So today, Dr. Kiran and I are going to show you one asana, the Sarvang Asana, which is the best asana for all beauty-related issues. Not only does it help control and balance our hormonal systems, it also has a very good calming effect on our bodies. And lastly, because we're inverted, it reverses the effects of gravity, which will then cause a lot of aging. So let's, you and I, do the Sarvang Asana together. You'll see this is so easy. It may look a little difficult, but when you actually do it, you'll see how easy it is. Lie flat on your back with your palms on your side. Stay here and breathe. Now slowly bring your ankles towards your body, bending your knees. Now bring your knees towards your forehead and slowly bring your legs up. Try to make your legs as straight as possible. Keep supporting your back with your palms. Try to keep your back as straight as possible, your legs as straight as possible. Feel the pressure in your neck and throat. This is the asana working on your thyroid gland. Remember, an asana is defined as being steady and comfortable. So if you're uncomfortable at any point of time, you can come down. Otherwise, stay here and relax and breathe. Now slowly come down, bring your legs down. Come flat on your mat, release your hands, and rest in Shavasana. One of the biggest issues that Dr. Kiran mentioned was dark circles and eye bags. And yoga can actually help cure these. Doctor, will you tell us a little bit about the biggest myths that people have about this problem?
Absolutely. So people, first of all, think that under-eye circles can be treated with creams. Unfortunately, while a good under-eye cream is important, technically the super expensive ones aren't really going to do anything. It's great for anti-aging, it's great for prevention, but for true under-eye circle relief, a cream is not the solution.
But you know what will? Yoga will. So let me tell you two techniques that are very effective, and they're so simple to do. You can do them at any time of the day, anywhere. So the first is a simple eye cupping. So what we're doing here is that we're just rubbing our palms. We're generating some good pranic energy, and we're putting the base of our palms on our eyes. Should we do it together? So now we just rub our hands together to generate some good pranic energy. Close your eyes. And now slowly take your hands and put them, the base of your palms, on your eyes. Stay here and breathe. Maybe feel the prana from your palms slowly going into your eyes, relaxing and soothing your eyes. Don't forget to breathe here, so continue to breathe. And now slowly bring your hands down. You can open your eyes. So next we're going to be doing a facial yoga massage. It's called the Kapal Randra Dhoti. It's actually from the Hatha Yoga Pradipika, which is one of yoga's most ancient texts. So now take your hands, put your thumbs against your temples, take 2 or 3 fingers, whatever you're comfortable, close your eyes, and now slowly start moving your hands, your fingers, creating circles going from your eyebrows to your temples to below your eyes. So just doing these circles, eyebrows, temples, eyes. And now you can release your hands, open your eyes. One of the biggest concerns for beauty is complexion. That's one of the biggest issues that Dr. Karen sees at her clinic. So will you please tell us what are some tips to have a bright, even-toned complexion?
Absolutely. So complexion really has to do with the elements. So it has to do with the pollution, your sun exposure, and it has to do with diet. The biggest tip that I give all of my clients is actually proper sunblock usage. So people think that using a drop of sunblock is enough. That's actually not true. 2 tablespoons is enough for your face, and you have to use it whether you're indoors or outdoors. Or it could be cloudy, it could be raining, it doesn't matter. You still have to wear your sunblock because you're still getting invisible UV rays.
Yoga actually can do wonders for your complexion. In fact, Kapalabhati, which is a very, very popular Kriya, which we've seen before on the show, actually technically means shining skull if you translate into Sanskrit. So what it does is it really gives a luster to your entire face. So you know the yogic glow that people talk about? It comes from this, the Kapalabhati. Okay, so hand in Gyan Mudra, keep your spine as straight as possible. Close your eyes, inhale, exhale, inhale deeply, exhale. Now inhale and begin pumping. Now exhale, take a few breaths normally, and relax. Open your eyes. One of the biggest complaints that people have is of double chin and sagging. Doctor, will you explain to us why this happens?
Well, double chin is actually caused by 2 major things. It's fat deposition in this area and loose skin from the jawline. So the skin starts to drop down and you get extra fat here, which can be really troublesome and really annoying to any man or woman.
And also very unattractive. The good news is that there's a very, very simple yoga cure for it. In fact, you have an entire segment on facial yoga. Today I'm just going to be showing you one very, very simple one. In fact, you can be doing this anytime, anywhere. So if you have 2 or 3 minutes in the car, just begin to do it. And once you start doing it and you see how easy and beneficial it is, you'll actually start doing it a lot more. So any little free moments that you have, you can just do this. Inhale, bring your chin up. Now pucker your lips. So pucker them out. Come down. Move to the right, chin up, pucker, chin down, center, make sure you're breathing, chin up, left, pucker, chin down, center. Waking up with a pimple on your face can ruin your entire day. It definitely ruins mine. But the good news is that yoga can actually stop acne in the long term. So, but doctor, tell us, in the short term, what causes acne and what are some very basic solutions that we can do to prevent it?
Well, acne is generally caused by hormonal changes, but lots of acne is caused by the wrong makeup, it's caused by improper skincare routines, it can be caused by, lots of pollution and dust. There's a whole lot of reasons why you can get those zits, and it's so important to identify the cause. If you don't identify the cause, it's very hard to fix it. So, first things first, start from the beginning.
Okay, now tell me, if you can list two of the most major problems of acne and pimples, what would those two be?
Well, it's interesting. We found that diet plays a huge factor in acne and pimples. So lots of sugar or high glycemic foods that raise your sugar level a lot, they can cause lots of acne. So one of the first things I do is I do something called a derma diet, where we do a diet that will improve your skin. So that's fun.
That sounds fantastic. In fact, even with yoga, we can help sort out those two problems. And for this, we'll be doing two asanas. So the first is the Ardha Matsyendra's asana, which is actually a spinal twist. So what this does, it actually helps control sugar cravings.
Oh, okay.
Because it puts a lot of pressure on your pancreas. And by this, we sort of control, insulin in our body, which can then lead to really sort of stabilizing sugar levels in the body. This is also a recommended asana for diabetes. Bend your right leg, left leg on top of your right leg. Bring your arms out on your side, twist to the right. Bring your arm over your knee. Bring your left hand behind your body. If you can clasp your hands behind your body. Try to make sure your shoulders are as straight as possible. If you can't do this, you can just rest your right arm on your side by your foot. Again, the key here is to try to get your shoulders as straight as possible, and you can use your chin to go back, slowly and steadily. Every time you breathe, try to go deeper and deeper into the asana, twisting a little bit more to the left. Stay here and breathe. Now slowly release, bring your arms back and down, and now we do the same on the other side. So twist your left leg, bringing it towards the hip. Bring your shoulders to the side and twist to the right. You can clasp your hands if that's comfortable, or simply rest your left arm by your ankle. You can use your right arm at the back to support yourself. Try to keep your shoulders as straight as possible. This is Ardha Matsyendra's asana, a beautiful spinal stretch. It works on your pancreas. It's a detoxifying asana, helps regulate your insulin levels, sugar levels. Now, release and relax. The second asana that we'll be doing is the Pavan Mukta asana. The Pavan Mukta asana is really, really good for digestion. It's really simple. I suggest that you do it for 2 or 3 minutes before you go to bed. So if you just do the Pavan Mukta asana, you'll actually see it just removes fat flatulence, and it just helps your digestion, give it that sort of boost that it needs. And that cleansing of the stomach will then really help you with preventing problems in your skin. Lie flat on your back, palms by your side. Now slowly bring your knees towards your forehead. Grab a hold of your knees, clasping your arms together, hugging your knees to your chest. Now inhale and bring your head up, chin up, squeezing your knees towards your body, staying here and breathing. Inhale and exhale. And now gently release. Release your arms, release your legs, and lie flat on your back. In Ayurveda, we say that our entire body is constituted of 3 doshas, Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. So what happens with acne and pimples is that we usually get this when the Pitta element in our body increases. So what a very, very simple technique of actually getting all our doshas into balance is the Gyan Mudra. So just keeping our fingers like this in the Gyan Mudra, it's very, very common. Even if you're not sitting in meditation, even if you're just sitting in the car, sitting at your desk, if you keep your hands in the Gyan Mudra, this puts pressure on your pressure points in your hands, which actually decrease the Pitta component in our body. So this also is a very, very simple way of getting rid of inflammation on your face in the form of acne and pimples. So it's not gonna immediately get rid of a pimple if you go like this. This is not a pimple zapping mudra. But what it does is if you do it over a long time, and if you do this for at least 5 minutes a day, eventually it'll help get all of your doshas into balance. So it's a very, very simple way of preventing acne. Yoga can be a wonderful way to prevent aging and to stay forever young. Dr. Kiran, what do you have to say about that?
Well, it's really interesting because there are so many studies, and us doctors, we like to go with data. There's so many studies that say that regular exercise and yoga can actually reverse time. So your skin is actually 10, 20 years younger. It's really amazing stuff.
So what I'm going to do is, as our final asana, I'm going to give you a very, very simple but effective asana. The most popular one, the downward dog. Now, this is popular for good reason, because what we're doing here is that we're actually helping defy the effects of gravity. So when we turn upside down in that asana, not only are we giving our entire body a stretch, including our neck, we're also helping circulation, because when we get all the blood into our head, into our scalp, when the blood rushes to our face, we're actually helping rejuvenation, but we're also helping defy the effects of gravity. Sit in Vajrasana. Bring your palms in front of you and come up on all fours. And now, with a breath, stretch back, straightening out your legs, straightening out your arms, making a V shape of your body. Try to bring your heels as flat as possible to the ground. Your weight should be balanced on your palms and on your heels. Feel the stretch at the back of your legs. Feel the blood rushing to your head. Continue breathing. Inhale and exhale. Now slowly come back, come down on all fours, back on your knees, and relax in Vajrasana. Thank you so much for joining me on another episode of Yoga Ira. Thank you so much, Dr. Kiran. This was fantastic.
Thank you so much for having me. I had such a great time.
Yes, and I really hope that these solutions are helpful. So please do follow the tips that Dr. Kiran has given and the yoga asanas. And I promise you, with both of these combined together, you will be beautiful from the inside and out. Thank you. Namaste.